Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Kotetsu here and welcome back to a new live teamtage reaction. So today we're going to be reacting to Squad Stunting squad spot number 4 at the power plant. So I believe I did a reaction on the squad spot number 3, and if you don't remember, like the squad spots that like Squad Stunting pretty much puts out are pretty much like teamtages because they involve like every single member of the team, so I count them as such in terms of reacting to it. And this video was made about 3 weeks ago, but I took a little break from doing YouTube, so that's why I didn't react to this on the spot. No pun intended for the squad spot. I'm not funny, never mind. But anyhow, I was looking through YouTube and I could have sworn that people have done reactions to this by now, but apparently nobody has done a reaction to this yet. So I guess 3 weeks late, I'm going to be the first person to do a reaction to this video, and it's all loaded up. So yeah, let's watch it in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright. Wow, this is very high resolution. Look at that intro. I'm pretty sure that's new. I don't remember that from last time, so squad spot number 4. Here we go. I haven't watched a BMX video for a while. I'm pretty excited about this. So Nitashi, was he in the team last time? Alright, so the double hop right there. On top of that, nice. Alright. Very good opener right there. So Smiley. Oh, so an ass slide on that, and then another one. And then a few hops, and what's he gonna take us to? Into the thing, nice. Lots of spots that people have really never used at this place. This place probably has like a bunch of BMX spots that no one's ever hit before. Alright, so Cry Mix on the same spot with the handlebar grind. Into a cog slide right there. And into another mini grind right there. Alright, is he gonna keep it going? Nice. He kept it going for just a little bit. Okay, so expert unit. Pretty sure this guy is new, don't really recognize the name, so into a little slide right there into a handlebar grind, and he's, oh, alright, and Vipers, of course I know who this guy is, so a double crank slide right there, into a triple crank slide. Is this gonna continue, or, alright, so into a clean landing, alright, Fizzy right here, into, oh, nice. I don't know, I'd probably fall if I tried to do a slide like that. Okay, so he's going over here. Oh, is this gonna be a wall ride? Nice, dude. Excellent clip, Jonas. Even though, this guy must be new too. Very nice clip though. Hey, that one guy's character reminds me of my character. Alright, maybe he did that on purpose, but both have a double thread right there. Nice job. Nitashi again. Alright, let's see what he does. So he does like one sort of crank slide here into a handlebar grind. Goes backwards, does a no handlebar grind. Wow. Jeez, that was a tight maneuver right there. Pretty impressive. Alright, so on top of this, into a handlebar grind. I like that first part. I haven't seen anybody do something like that first part before. So Cry Mix here, getting into a handlebar grind. Getting into a cog slide down here, and I wonder how far he's going to take this. And then, a very clean landing, wow. I am just surprised he was able to control that. So, handlebar grind into just a little crank slide here, I guess. Alright, he had pretty good control over that. That was a pretty good clip. Nitashi again. What's he going to do? Crank slide. Alright, to another crank slide. Oh, I swear, if he goes on every single one of these, that'll be really impressive. Okay, so he goes on a third one. He did all 3 rails though, so I'm not complaining. Okay, so Rhino. So Rhino's gets that first slide here. On to another one, changing directions. He almost falls off there, but he does a good job like getting the entire rail completed. Nitashi. Oh, that was smooth. That was really smooth. Jonas again. Man, this dude's good. Okay, so into that weird slide where he gets only on his front wheel. I don't even know what you're supposed to call that. Okay, so that's the end of the video right there. Alright. For a short video, I have to say that was really, really impressive. So overall, I have to say that was a really, really good video, and after doing some thinking about it, I'm gonna have to give the MVP to Jonas and the runner-up to Nitashi. So let's take a look at their clips right now. Alright, so the first stunt we're gonna start off with is like the opener by Nitashi, and I have to say this is probably his second best clip in the video. I really liked it just because of the originality of the spot. He sort of did like a nose manual sort of to get speed over two of the platforms, and he got like that giant leap bounce off of like one of the towers, and he was able to do like a back wheel like peg sort of thing on the other tower, which was like a giant distance between those two towers to begin with. And he was able to get a grind on like the lower part, which, I mean, I've tried to stun this area before for a stunt challenge. Actually, it was from a much lower elevation. I was still noticing it was very hard to get that precise crank slide from the high elevation and just do it perfectly, but somehow in this clip, like, Nitashi did manage to do that perfectly. So I have a lot of respect for like the effort put in this clip, the originality of it, and overall just really good job on this clip. Alright, so this next clip by Jonas was actually my favorite clip in this video, and I honestly have to say this is why I chose him to be the MVP, just because you gotta think of like how many different like dynamics there were in this one clip alone. So he did like a handlebar grind on the railing, and he was able to get another bunny hop to get off, and then he sort of did like he almost did like a frame bounce, and then he continued to just sort of hop along until he got to the wall, which he did a mini wall ride on, and then he did a cog slide on top of it, and then he got a clean landing after that. So if that isn't just like an amazing 6-part clip, then I mean, I don't know what is. And I know it was drawn out to different locations, yada yada yada, but I mean, putting all of that aside though, and just looking at the clip like more objectively, I mean, to my taste too, I just loved what he did here, because it's not something that's too obvious either. He definitely had to like go out of his way to look for something of this sort. So I really do like appreciate that in terms of people when they're looking for spots and stuff like that. And overall, just amazing job on this clip, Jonas. Alright, so this next clip by Nitashi was also very impressive. So he started out with a crank slide, and then he got it into a handlebar grind, and then from there he was able to reverse his bike and do it like the reverse way than most people doing it. I honestly think like every single time I tried BMXing, if you're incorporating like this sort of slide in a technique, it's very dangerous, because when you go backwards, it's a lot harder to control, and your likelihood of falling off is much more high too. And he was able to take that over the other rail, do another handlebar grind, and he almost got cut off by the other rail at the end, but he was able to survive and get a clean landing on the ground. So just for the amount of like parts that are in this clip, it was very clean too, and the way he attempted it also had like a high chance of failure. So I do commend him for actually getting this one hit, and overall just like very nice job. Alright, so this next triple grind stunt by Nitashi was very impressive, because he was able to go on this gigantic line of rails, and he was able to do a stunt that at least touched pretty much every single rail in like one way or another. So he started out with a crank slide, and then he went to another crank slide into another handlebar grind. He was able to get a wheel touch at the end, and he got a clean landing at the very end of the line of wheels. So overall, this is very goodly executed, and overall nicely done. So the next clip was also by Nitashi. I know, he has a lot of clips in this video, doesn't he? So this one was a lot different than his other clips. This one was a bit shorter and more clean and concise. So he got into a frame bounce and was able to get into a reverse cog slide and got like a perfect sort of 180 flip and got a perfectly clean landing. So I don't have much else to say about that besides well played. Alright, so now we have the finisher clip, which is done by Jonas, and this is also another one of his very good clips. So he started out with a handlebar grind, and then he went to another one of those like cog slides, but except he's on the front wheel. Hopefully, I'm probably not using the right term for that one, but the BMX people watching right now, you guys are going to understand what I'm saying. And so he went from that into just a crank slide at the end, and he was able to get a little touch at the end of it, and then he got a clean landing. So, I mean, even though I liked this other clip better, I really do understand why they put this one as a finisher, and honestly, when you think about it, this makes more sense to be a finisher anyway. So, just really good job, and Jonas, unless you've had a name change, I haven't heard of you before, I haven't seen you in any videos. It could just be that I have a really bad memory, but I don't remember Jonas being in any videos, so if you're a new recruit, then you're doing a hell of a good job, especially in this video. Just your clips have been incredible. Alright, so at this point in the video, I'm just gonna give a brief explanation / discussion of like the edit and music and all that good stuff. So for the edit, I always forget how to say this guy's name, but it's like I'm just gonna say Temeth or something like that, even though it's spelled Tehmxth. So you know who you are. I have absolutely no idea how to say your name, so I'm not even gonna attempt it in this video because I'm just gonna embarrass myself. But anyhow, you did a really good job on the edit. The edit was done in 1080p 60 FPS which I really enjoy. I believe Squad Stunting, I believe it was a team, like you guys are the team, I give advice to encode your videos in like a higher bitrate and a higher resolution, and you definitely did that on this video. It could have been another team. I could be like confusing of guys of another team, but overall I like the resolution too. Videos are honestly a lot more fun to watch when they're in 1080p 60 FPS anyways, which is just like nicer, like for like visually and aesthetically pleasing. And besides that, like, it wasn't an over edit either. I can't say I was a huge fan of the song, because to be completely honest, I wasn't a huge fan of the song. But at the same time, rap isn't my genre, so if it's a rap song, I'm just not gonna like it that much, period. Unless it's like some from like a few, like a handful of like rap artists that I do listen to. But for the most part, like, it's just like, yeah, average rap music. So I'm not gonna count that for you or against you. I'm just gonna let it be like kind of like sort of. So overall, I'm going to give this video a 9.0 out of 10 or a 90 out of 100, because overall I thought like the prison squad spot was better. Just slightly, like this one, it gets really close to the level of the squad spot number 3 prison one, and that still is my favorite to this day. But this one was great too. This one was actually a little bit longer, but for whatever reason it felt shorter, even though that doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, it's just a well-made video. Again, sorry for reacting to it so late, and no one else apparently seemed to react to this, so it's probably for the better because I went back and did this. So with that all aside, I think that's about all I have to say for this video. So make sure to go check out Squad Stunting in the description down below. There'll be a link to this video and their channel in the description. Make sure you go subscribe to them, even though they've gotten more subscribers as of recently. I believe they have like over 1,000 or something like that, which is a really good number of subscribers. Go check out their video anyways, because they would appreciate all the support that they can get. And besides that, that's going to be it for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this video at any point in time, be sure to drop a like on the video, because it does help a lot. And also be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily GTA 5 content and more. And until next time, this is Kotetsu. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please stay safe. Kotetsu out.